There's a long way to go in this campaign. And so I'm just going to keep moving.
A defiant President Biden refusing to step aside in a high-stakes speech tonight. Good evening. I'm Christine Johnson.
I'm Maurice Dubois. The president spoke for about an hour as he wrapped up this week's NATO summit, and he was grilled in his first solo news conference in months.
It was a crucial test for President Biden as he tries to turn his re-election bid around. But not everyone was convinced. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with more on that. Dick?
Christine and Maurice, the president was hoping that a solid performance tonight would stop the erosion of support from the Democratic Party. But even as he walked off the stage, another prominent local congressman announced that he wanted the president to step aside, now bringing the total to 18 Democratic lawmakers. And the question now remains, what happens in the following days?
I'm in this to complete the job I started.
President Biden insisting he was staying in the race, but in his first news conference in 8 months, he got going with a flub when talking about Vice President Harris.
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president, because I think she was not qualified to be president.
This comes after a gaffe earlier in the day at the NATO summit when he introduced President Zelensky of Ukraine.
Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin. President Putin. He's going to beat President Putin. President Zelensky.
President Biden has been trying to reassure members of his party in light of his disastrous debate performance. He was asked if he would agree to a neurological exam.
Every single day I'm surrounded by good docs. If they think there's a problem, you think I should have a neurological exam again? I'll do it. You ought to ask Trump for his, okay?
But Mr. Biden also gave lengthy answers on foreign policy, including China, Russia, and Gaza, insisting he has a complete grasp of the breadth of the job and dismissed reports that he needed to wrap up his day by 8 p.m.
Look, what I said was, instead of my every day starting at 7 and going to bed at midnight, it'd be smarter for me to pace myself a little more.
With the Democratic convention next month, Biden was asked if he would release his delegates if they wanted to go to somebody else.
They're free to do whatever they want, but I get overwhelming support. Tomorrow, if all of a sudden I show up at the convention, everybody says we want somebody else, that's the democratic process. It's not going to happen.
But tonight, there were more defectors from the Biden camp, including Congressman Jim Himes of Connecticut.
And imagine that 3 months from now, we get another performance like there was in the debate, right before the election. Do you want to take that risk? I don't.
With the announcement of Congressman Himes that he wants Biden to leave the race, you know that the steady drip, drip, drip of blood in the water is going to continue. But his performance, particularly on foreign policy, was strong enough that he clearly bought himself more time. The question is, what does he do with it? Can he turn it around?
The president also got criticism from some Palestinian American groups for saying that he's more popular in Israel than he is here. A new Washington Post poll shows a majority of Americans and Democrats say that following the president's debate performance, he should step aside. But the poll also shows President Biden is still running even with former President Trump. Maurice.
All right, Dick, thank you, and
Dick.
stay with CBS 2 as we continue to follow the developments leading up to the November election. Look for continuing coverage on air and online at cbsnewyork.com.